街が光るネオンの色が滲んでゆく知らない角を曲がるたびにこの街が私を呼んでいる The city never learned to sleep It just changes what it's doing The neon signs are 6 floors deep And every puddle is renewing I came here with a name and coat A reservation and a reason But Tokyo got in my throat And now I'm staying past the season The subway closed an hour ago The last salarymen have scattered I found a bar I didn't know With jazz so good it almost mattered Neon and rain Neon and rain The city writes it all again Every corner Every lane Neon and rain
The pianist plays like he's confessing Something Tokyo already knows The city's dark and second-guessing Everything but where the music goes I watched her from across the bar The woman who looked like she belonged Somewhere between here and too far To be reached with just a song Tokyo has this way of making Strangers feel like they were planned Like the city's been arranging everything exactly as it's scanned The rain outside was getting heavier
The music in here getting lighter And everything felt slightly easier And every note felt slightly brighter Neon and rain Neon and rain The city writes it all again Every corner Every lane Neon and rain I don't know this city well enough To know which way leads somewhere warm But the music's good and that's enough To wait out any kind of storm The bartender knows what I drink He pours it before I even sit I've been coming here longer than I think Longer than I care to admit The saxophone is doing something I couldn't put a name to yet Like grief that turned into becoming Something I don't wanna forget
Some nights you lose the thread completely And find a better one instead
Shuden ga itte shimatta
The music holds you neatly
Between the living and the dead And everything you meant to do Gets quietly set aside instead Last train gone an hour ago Nowhere I need to be Just the saxophone playing low And something set me free Last train gone, stay a while
Everything looks different by a mile.
Last train gone,
Nowhere to be.
just the music and the possibility.
I've missed the last train more than once, on purpose if I'm being honest. There's something in the way it hunts you down when you've been your most modest. The drummer barely touches anything, just suggesting where the beat might go. And that restraint does everything a louder man could never show. She's been here since the early set,
Still on her first or maybe second.
もう少しだけ
I don't wanna leave just yet.
Before this night has fully reckoned.
The rain outside keeps its own time,
The music in here keeps its own law,
and I keep losing track of mine.
which might be the best thing I ever saw.
Last train gone, stay a while.
Everything looks different by a mile.
Last train gone,
Nowhere to be.
just the music and the possibility.
I don't need to go anywhere.
That isn't already here,
The music fills the empty chair,
and everything becomes more clear. Casaもなく急ぎもなく濡れてゆくのがなんだか気持ちいい I stopped pretending I was going somewhere, about a block back in the rain. Let it soak through to whatever's under the version of me I maintain. There's a particular relief in giving up on staying dry, on staying neat, on being the kind of person who shows up looking like they plan to meet. もういいか、雨に任せよう。このままただ歩こう。雨の中で Let it come。雨の中で Let it run through everything you've been holding up. Just let the rain be enough.
I saw her standing in the downpour, not sheltering, not rushing on, just standing like she'd settled a score with something she'd been fighting long. The shamisen was coming from a window, 3 floors up and 2 streets over. It followed us both through the narrow space between beginning and starting over.
ずぶ濡れになってやっと軽くなった言葉より先に体が知っていた雨の中で Let it come 雨の中で Let it run through everything you've been holding up. Just let the rain be enough. to the same district. 3 years later, different reasons. The streets have been redistricted, but the feeling skips the seasons. The ramen place is still there, the one you always ordered extra. I stood outside in the cold air and felt you like an unwanted spectra. I'm not here to recover anything, that's not what this trip is for. I'm here for something I'm discovering that I couldn't find before. But you keep showing up in corners, in the angle of a certain light, like the city still keeps your orders and fills them quietly at night. I don't want you back, I just want the version of me that existed in the cracks of who we used to be. Something you left here, in the walls and in the rain. Something you left here that I keep finding again. Not grief exactly, not love anymore. Something you left here, just inside the door.
She walked past me on the crossing, the one near Shinjuku station. I almost called out, almost tossing the idea before its completion. She had that particular walk of someone who has moved completely past the point of needing to talk about whatever ended neatly.
Oiteita mono ga aru, something that has no translation, a feeling with no room to live in, except this particular location. I'll be gone by Thursday morning, back to somewhere that makes sense. But tonight I'll stop performing indifference at my own expense. Something you left here, in the walls and in the rain. Something you left here that I keep finding again. Not grief exactly, not love anymore. Something you left here, just inside the door. The city doesn't need a reason, it just runs through every kind of season under different suns. Someone who believed in something. Every light was lit by someone who was sure of something. just this, just the sound of all of it.
I haven't slept in 4 days properly, the kind of sleep that actually counts. My brain keeps filing things incorrectly and losing track of the amounts. I tried the pills, I tried the breathing, I tried the podcast and the tea, but something underneath kept seething that no prescription could set free. So I got up at 2 and dressed and walked until I found this music. My body's tired, but my chest has something in it, I can't lose it.
The saxophone is doing something to the frequency I'm stuck on, like a hand on something humming that you've been trying to be cut from.
The mood and I yoru anagai, but jazz makes it longer in the best way. The body rests, the mind keeps filing everything it couldn't say. Insomnia brought me here to the only honest hour, where everything I fear loses just enough of its power.
I see him every Tuesday night, the man who comes in looking wrecked. By Wednesday he looks almost right, by Thursday fully resurrected. I don't know what he's working through, and it's not my place to wonder, but the music does what music do and pulls him back from under.
Some people come here for the joy,
some people come here for the sorrow,
some come because they can't destroy
the distance between now and tomorrow.
He always leaves before the last song,
which tells me what I need to know.
some wounds you carry all night long,
and some you just don't let it show. Insomnia brought me here to the only honest hour,
where
everything I fear
loses just
enough of its power.
I'll sleep eventually,
it always comes,
but not before the music gets what it wants from me.
she didn't pick up, which was right. I called a number I deleted 3 years ago, and then deleted the call before it could connect, which is the closest I've come yet to saying something with effect, without the consequence of regret. I've been composing texts to people who don't deserve them or expect them. My thumbs keep writing something lethal, and then my better self corrects them.
There's a man I almost married who's probably asleep right now, with someone who agreed to carry what I couldn't figure out somehow.
The phone keeps asking me to reach out. The jazz keeps asking me to stay. I think the jazz is winning, which is probably okay.
Wrong number, wrong time, the right song playing. Wrong number, wrong mind, but the music's saying
something better than whatever I was going to say.
She's been staring at her phone all night, putting it down and picking it up. I recognize that particular fight between the empty and the full cup. I've sent my share of midnight messages that only made things worse by morning, paid all those emotional mortgages with interest and without warning. Then like a Hogai, some things are better left unsending. The saxophone agrees with me, or at least it's not contending. I ordered her a drink across the bar, just water, nothing with an agenda. She looked up, nodded, there you are. Two people being their own defender. Wrong number, wrong time, the right song playing. Wrong number, wrong mind, but the music's saying
something better than whatever I was going to say.
The city never learned to sleep, it just changes what it's doing. The neon signs are 6 floors deep, and every puddle is renewing.
I came here with a name and code, a reservation and a reason, but Tokyo got in my throat,
and now I'm staying past the season. The subway closed an hour ago, the last salarymen have scattered.
I found a bar I didn't know, with jazz so good it almost mattered.
The pianist plays like he's confessing something Tokyo already knows. The city's dark and second-guessing
everything but where the music goes.
Ame ga furu,
machi ga hikaru, kimi no koto o omoidasu. Neon and rain, neon and rain, the city writes it all again. Every corner, every lane, neon and rain. I watched him from across the bar, the man who looked like he belonged somewhere between between here and too far to be reached with just a song. He ordered something dark and slow and tipped the way that quiet men do. The pianist played and didn't know he was playing both of us through.
Tokyo has this way of making
strangers feel like they were planned,
like the city's been arranging
everything exactly as it scanned.
The rain outside was getting heavier,
the music in here getting lighter, and everything felt slightly easier, and every note felt slightly brighter. Neon and rain, neon and rain, the city writes it all again. Every corner, every lane, neon and rain.
I don't know this city well enough
to know which way leads somewhere warm,
but the music's good and that's enough to wait out any kind of storm. I've been reading other people's diaries, not literally just their faces. The particular vocabularies of strangers in particular places. The man who counts his change 3 times, the woman with the notebook always open, the one who laughs at his own lines before the punchline has been spoken.
I do this when I can't write anything of my own worth keeping, when my own life isn't offering anything worth the losing sleep in.
So I borrow other people's plots and try them on like borrowed clothing.
Connect the unconnected dots and feel something close to being. この街には物語がある Every face a different chapter,
Every table holds a drama,
every laugh a kind of rapture. Someone else's story is the only one I trust tonight. Someone else's glory keeps my own at just the right distance, close enough to feel, far enough to leave it real. I've watched him watching everyone for 3 weeks every Thursday. He thinks he's being subtle, but he's the most obvious person anyway. He writes things in his head, I think I can tell by how his eyes move. He orders the same thing to drink and settles into the same groove.
Tonight he looked directly at me, which broke the whole arrangement.
I smile because what else to be
when caught in your own estrangement?
We didn't speak, but something shifted the way it does when stories cross,
and both narrators get uplifted by what neither one has lost.
Someone else's story is the only one I trust tonight. Someone else's glory keeps my own at just the right distance, close enough to feel, Maybe I'm in someone's notebook, maybe she's in mine. Maybe that's the only way two people ever find. My mother never learned to let things go. She kept everything in labeled boxes, her grudges and her ratio of love to all its paradoxes. I swore I wouldn't be that woman with the attic full of ammunition, but here I am becoming human in exactly her tradition. I found her letters in the moving, the ones she wrote and never sent, to people who had stopped approving of whatever she had meant. I read them on the floor of my apartment before I packed the last of everything, and felt the particular department of grief that comes from understanding some things you inherit without asking. Some debts arrive before the death. The saxophone is doing something that sounds exactly like her breath. Inheritance, the things we carry without knowing that we pick them up. Inheritance, the ordinary, weighed inside an ordinary cup. Everything she couldn't put down, I find in myself and put back down.
My father had a record collection. He played on Sunday mornings only. Each album was a resurrection of something I can't name precisely. He's been gone 11 years this April, and I still reach for the same music, like the sound itself is something stable when everything else loses its logic. Uketsuida monogaru, things I didn't choose to carry, but wouldn't give back if I could. Some burdens are the inventory of everyone who loved you and who left their best things in your keeping, which is maybe what love does, leaves you something worth the weeping. Inheritance, the things we carry without knowing that we pick them up. Inheritance, the ordinary, weighed inside an ordinary cup. Everything they couldn't put down, we find in ourselves and put back down. I called her once a week for 30 years. I still reach for the phone on Sundays, which is either grief or just the gears of love that doesn't know
it's ended.
I woke up somewhere I didn't recognize for a good 3 seconds, which was enough to remind me that behind my eyes there's still something that finds the stuff. Disorienting hotel ceilings have this particular shade of white that triggers the particular feelings of being nowhere overnight. I ordered coffee to the room, which arrived with a single flower, which nobody requested, just the bloom of someone's care at that small hour. I sat there in the morning light, still wearing most of yesterday, and felt not happy, but alright, which is the best I'd felt in days. Asagakita, quietly, without asking, the city rearranging itself into something worth the having. First morning, not the best, but better than the one before.
First morning, passing the test
of being willing to try once more. Not fixed, just slightly less broken than the version that arrived.
I passed him in the lobby. He was carrying his coffee carefully, like it was the only hobby he had left, and treated it accordingly. There's a particular dignity in people who are starting over, not the performance of serenity, just the actual beginning composure. I've had my share of first mornings in cities that weren't mine to claim. Each one arrives without its warnings, and each one feels almost the same. Slightly raw, slightly possible, slightly more than what came before. Not fixed, just newly plausible, which is usually enough to restore. First morning, not the best,
but better than the one before.
First morning, passing the test
of being willing to try once more. Not fixed, just slightly less broken than the version that arrived. You don't need to be recovered to be ready to begin. You just need to have discovered
there's still something left within.霧の中に消えてゆく君の声だけが残っている。言葉はいらない、ただここにいて。The fog came in around midnight and took the edges off the world. Everything became less certain, every flag became less unfurled. I stopped trying learn to see clearly and just let the distance do its work, which it did efficiently, nearly removing everything that hurt. Some nights the weather knows what you need before you do. It softens everything that shows and leaves just enough of you. Kiri, fog on everything. Kiri, softening. What was sharp is breathing now. What was lost is somehow found.
I walked without a destination, which is the only honest walk. No performance, no narration, just movement instead of talk. The shamisen was coming from somewhere, a window or a passing thought. It followed me through the damp air, like something I'd forgotten I'd sought. Kiri no naka de wa everything is equally close. Nothing is more real than anything, and nothing matters most. What sounds like loss but isn't, it's more like being set down gently by whatever you've been living in,
and breathing just intently. Kiri, fog on everything. Kiri, softening. What was sharp is breathing now. What was lost is somehow found. Nothing happened today, and it was enough. The light moved across the floor. The coffee went cold. I didn't mind.
Somewhere outside, someone was in a hurry.
I watched them from the window and felt no pull in either direction. Still, just still. Not empty, just quiet. Still, just still. The world runs and I let it.
Have been so many things today in other people's heads. Here I'm no one in particular, which is its own kind of rest.
ただここにいる
Just here.
The piano agrees. Nothing more needed. Still, just still. Not empty, just quiet. Still, just still. The world runs and I let it.
My bag is still half packed, which is how I like it. 1 foot out, 1 foot back, just enough to fight it.
I've been passing through for a place a different view, every place the same somehow.
Not restless, just in motion, which feels different from the inside.
More like a quiet devotion to whatever's on the other side. Passing through is its own thing, not leaving, not arriving, just the particular feeling of being somewhere and surviving it beautifully. He travels light, I can tell by the way he sits in rooms, like he's already said farewell and is just waiting for the bloom of the next place to appear, which it always does for people like that. The world keeps them moving clear and unburdened and exact.
旅の途中で
Something always finds you,
Not what you were looking for,
but what you needed.
quietly.
Passing through is its own thing, not leaving, not arriving, just the particular feeling of being somewhere and surviving it beautifully. Not more than this, just this. The glass, the light, the sound of it.
I used
To need so much more than now. The wanting was the weather, I lived inside somehow.
But something shifted.
Somewhere I can't name, and what I have became enough to claim. Enough, just enough, not plenty, not lacking. Enough, just enough. The music, the evening, this.
I watched her settle into the room like someone who had finally landed.
No restlessness, no sense of doom,
Just someone who understood it. Jubunda,
this moment,
nothing added.
nothing taken. Enough, just enough, not plenty, not lacking. Enough, just enough. The music, the evening, this. だ世界は眠っているこの時間だけが本当に私のもの There's a particular blue that only exists before 5 Not night anymore, not day yet Just itself, barely alive I've been awake inside it More times than I can count Each time it asks the same question Each time a different amount 青い時間誰のものでもないただここに存在する Blue before dawn The city holding its breath Blue before dawn Somewhere between life and the rest Of everything that comes after This particular shade of not yet
The koto was coming from somewhere A practice room or a memory It hung in the pre-dawn air Like something between you and me I've made decisions in this light That I couldn't have made at noon The blue makes everything feel right or possible Which becomes the same
When you've been awake this long もうすぐ朝が来るでもまだいいこの青の中にもう少しだけいたい Blue before dawn The city holding its breath Blue before dawn Somewhere between life and the rest Of everything that comes after This particular shade of not yet You're not here and I'm not waiting Which is different from before Something settled without stating What it settled or what for The distance has its own texture Like a fabric I've grown used to Neither comfort nor a fracture Just the space I've gotten used to I don't reach for the phone at midnight The way I did that first whole year Some absences become the right weight When you carry them long enough here The piano is doing something That sounds like acceptance, not defeat Like a door that's done with opening And found its purpose being complete 距離が愛になった時間をかけて静かに静かに The space between us has its own kind of warmth now The space between us has become somewhere somehow Not yours, not mine Just the air where we used to be, which breathes on its own, which is enough for me.
Some loves don't end, they just relocate to somewhere further in the chest, where they stop being so immediate and start becoming all the rest of who you are. The underneath, the part that doesn't need a name, just lives there like a steady breath, quiet, present, always the same. 離れていてもつながってる何かがある。言葉じゃなくてただ存在。
The space between us has its own kind of warmth now. The space between us has become somewhere, somehow. Not yours, not mine, just the air where we used to be, which breathes on its own, which is enough for me. I used to wanna fill it, now I just let it be. The space between is part of it, the part that's finally free.
The band just played the last one. Nobody moved to leave. The room decided something that nobody put to a vote, just stayed. The pianist played the ending, then played it again differently, then sat with his hands on the keys, not playing, just resting there.
最後の曲が終わった。でも誰も動かない。音楽がまだ部屋の中にいる。Last song done,
But nobody's going.
last song done. The music still flowing
Through the walls and the candles and the people who stayed
for the song that was over but wouldn't quite fade. I've been at last songs before, but this one held differently, like it knew what it was for and did it completely.
The saxophone had said everything.
There was nothing left to add, which is the rarest kind of ending, the kind that doesn't feel sad.
この夜が終わる。
でも何かが残る。音楽じゃなくてもっと深いところに。 Last song done,
But nobody's going.
last song done. The music still flowing
Through the walls and the candles and the people who stayed
for the song that was over but wouldn't quite fade.